and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Show the Musical, where we sing and dance and then talk about singing and dancing. And now here's your host, Spencer Walsh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talk Show the Musical. This week I'm talking to John Kenniv, who I met a couple months ago, and we just hit it off, and we had the best time. We talked about the stupidest things. He's the one who helped me come up with like Batman in every musical. It was awesome. Also, just to let you know, this interview ended up being like an hour and 17 minutes long. So I'm going to do something a little different this week. Instead of putting out a trailer, then what I usually do, the episode, I'm going to put out like 3 parts of the episode because I really don't want to cut much of it out at all, because I think it was all great, and I think everyone will really like it, at least most people. So let's go to the episode with the power of editing. Like, all the places that they turn into Halloween stores are like the sketchiest places. It always freaks me out. But we have to cut all this out. So how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. You showed up to my house before I did, so that was really awkward. I was really nervous of that happening to like people in Mason, but like, good job on being punctual.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I always start off every episode with the top 5 musical questions, maybe 6 depending on like what the episode's about. But first of all, how did you get into theater?
All right. Well, my mom is a director, so I've kind of always been around theater. Like ever since literally I was born, she has been directing, and I've been in the theater. I think the farthest back I can remember of like theater experience was Annie with CTM in like 2003. My mom was the vocal director, I believe, and I just have like vague memories of that. But I would say the first big, like full production theater musical I was in was Music Man with Triple CT.
Oh wait, you were Triple CT. Were you? Who were you in that?
I was 6.
Oh, you were 6? Oh, Triple CT.
Back in 2003.
Oh wait,
no, 6.
Oh wait, no,
oh
wait, darn, Triple CT. I was a CMT. There are too many C's and T's.
Yeah, CTM, Triple CT, CMT.
Like every so often, MCT.
MCT. Oh gosh.
Oh, guys, we need different acronyms.
Then we got Acting Up.
Yeah. Well, acting up makes it easy because that's just AU.
AU. I only found that out recently that it was AU though.
Like, I think it's kind of funny. Like, I do a lot of stuff with acting up. In case you couldn't tell, with my first like 2 or 3 episodes, and like AU is gold, so acting up is literally gold. On the periodic table, AU is gold.
I never thought of that. That's clever.
I don't know they haven't either. So.
But back to Music Man in 2006 with Triple CT. Grace Hart was the director. And I was six years old in first grade. And Mrs. Hart was like, okay, if John's going to be in this, telling my mom, if John's going to be in this, you have to do it, because like, I think I was the youngest person in the cast. Actually, Andrew Cunningham was in it as well with me. And both my mom and his mom were in it just as like ensemble characters, just to keep an eye on us, I guess. So that was my first experience with theater on a large scale. First grade, 6 years old. So that's how I got into theater.
What are your favorite musicals to watch?
Okay, believe it or not, I've never seen like a show on Broadway.
Oh, I only saw one.
So what was it?
It was Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, right off.
Oh yeah,
right out of frame. You know, right next to the lion and the TARDIS.
All right.
It's an inside joke of the show.
I saw it. Is Brighton over there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brighton's over there too.
Yeah.
I should probably clean up the blood. But
might be Brighton.
R.I.P. Brighton. Anyway, so have you seen shows at the Aronoff?
At the Aronoff, I haven't. I'm gonna see Mary Poppins at the Aronoff.
Oh, nice. That's a good show.
I don't remember what theater is putting it on. All I know is that Andrew Cunningham is in it, and he plays...
I do not know Andrew Cunningham.
Andrew Cunningham's gonna come up a lot in this episode. I'm gonna be honest, like, because
I am excited.
He's one of my best friends, and
was he in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
He was.
Who was he?
He auditioned late, so he was really just one of the utility ensemble characters. But he played Mr. The junk guy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Not the
like,
junk man, but like the guy who owned the junkyard.
Yeah, like I know who you're talking about, but I don't know him personally. So
Yeah.
like I can't be like, oh, that old Andrew, our old buddy Ann.
Yeah, I've done a lot of theater with him. Like for the past, I would say 6-7 months. I've literally done everything with him. We've done everything together, including driver's ed. That was an experience.
Oh yeah.
And it all started with Music Man in 2006.
Oh, that's awesome. So back to favorite musicals to watch.
Oh yeah.
The original question.
Let's see. Well, I haven't seen Newsies live, but I've seen the movie multiple times. Okay. Batman the musical. We'll hit that later. No, but growing up, Newsies the musical was like, it was every other week movie night.
Oh,
That's
nice.
what we watched every other Friday, basically.
That's sick.
So it has a soft place in my heart. So obviously Newsies would be one of my favorites to watch. Christian Bale though.
Well, like
Even though
he
it's
was
Christian
a kid. Like you can cut some kids some slack.
He did all right. I mean, going back and watching it, it's like, I don't like him as much as I did, but he still did okay. He's better as Batman.
Yeah.
Santa. Look at me. I'm the king of New York.
And the king of and it was black and black and black.
Joseph, and then
and black, the color of my cape. Black, yellow, the color of this thing.
So this, we're referring to like the first time I met Spencer. It was at.
It was awesome. It was in the warehouse where Shrek was.
Yeah, it was Mason Community Players.
Yeah, community players.
We saw Shrek.
We talked about it in the first episode.
And I don't remember what got us on that tangent.
I think we were talking about Newsies and Christian Bale and how he should have been Batman.
And then we talked about, and then it got onto every musical should have Batman.
Every musical should have Batman in it. That might be like a sub game.
And then that turned into Batman the musical.
Yeah, like everything should have Rachel! I guess I'd be the hero.
Batman's like...
Not the one that they deserve, but the one that they need.
It wouldn't be singing. It would just be like this groan of, I don't know, of Batman. And then
I got no parents.
It'd be like Lego Batman.
Yeah. Darkness.
You'd have to like sneak that into the credits or something. Or like the curtain call would be darkness.
No parents.
And like an electric guitar. Batman.
Actually, earlier I was talking to someone and we were singing the best of both worlds, and I started singing it like Batman. You get the best of both worlds. You don't need to pay rent when you don't got any. When you don't got the parents, you get the.
Wow.
Anyway, what were your favorite shows to be in?
Okay. Gosh. Number one, Broadway Headliners, which I need to explain that a little bit.
Yeah.
Broadway Headliners was this past summer of 2015, in case you're watching this in like the future.
In the future. You know, we
clear.
would have come into the TARDIS, and we would have came on, and we would have been like, hey guys, welcome to the future episodes.
By the way, 2015. No, the date today is 10/2/15. All right. Broadway Headliners was a compilation of shows, 5 shows: Children of Eden, Newsies, okay, Les Mis, Into the Woods, and Wicked. And it was just like 4 to 6 songs from each show, and it was about 2.5 hours long. So I was in that over the summer with Triple CT. Again, Grace Hart directed that one.
Which C and T is it again? Is it CMT? Is it CTM? Is it
Triple C, like CCCT? Christian Community Cincinnati Cincinnati Christian Community Theater. Yes.
Yes.
I think. Yes.
Maybe.
That was so much fun. We had such a talented cast. Not including myself. Not bragging. Like our cast was top notch. It was so much fun. But I played David from Newsies, and that was kind of a flexible character because one of my solos in Broadway Headliners, the Newsy portion, one of my solos was originally sung by David, the character, and then my Mrs. Hart gave me King of New York, so I was kind of like a combination of David and then Racetrack, who is another main Newsy who sings King of New York, and that was so much fun.
Who was Jack in your guys'
Jack was Aaron Marshall.
Oh,
Jack
okay.
Kelly. Yeah. He did really well.
What are your dream roles?
Dream roles include, but are not limited to, Javert from Les Mis. Because Javert is such a deep character, and a lot of people just take him for his surface qualities, which is like he's cold or he's the villain, which I really don't think he is.
He's an antagonist. He's not a
villain. He is an antagonist, but he's not
a villain.
Right, he's not wrong in doing what he does, I guess.
Yeah.
His mindset is the law, and he doesn't understand the concept of grace, basically, which is a complete contrast from Jean Valjean.
Which is weird because, like, he thinks about, like, how he does this for God. Like,
right. But, of course, the difference between Jean Valjean and Javert, the main difference, I guess, well, Jean Valjean is a tenor, and Javert is not. No, the main difference is basically, I don't know, Jean Valjean is like he's all about grace, and he's all about, like, he gives Fantine grace, and that's all he does, basically. That's his main character attribute. And Javert, he views God as like very legalistic justice, and he's like, God is justice, therefore I will be just. I'm carrying out the law, and I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. And he doesn't see grace in any of what he does.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about this a little more later, but I think that Les Mis is all about, like, moral grayness and how hard it is to do the right thing, especially with the storylines of Jean Valjean, Fantine, and then, like, the rebellion, because like what Jean Valjean did wasn't legally correct. What Fantine wasn't socially acceptable. And then what the rebels were doing was not in the way of, like, a combination of both.
Right. But in the end, like they say, to love another person is to see the face of God. That's, like, one of the last lines in the show, but or in the finale. So that's just kind of the overarching theme of Les Mis, I think. And that is fighting for the right side means basically whoever loves each other and whoever is in it for each other, I guess.
Yeah.
To love another person. And that's who's right in what they're doing, and that's who is justified, I guess. That's what Les Mis is saying. I don't that doesn't reflect my views necessarily.
Like the author and the people who put it together. That was like what they were trying to get across.
I think.
Yeah, and what makes it the right side is actually a really interesting question.
Right.
Because, like, there's what's legally correct, but then those laws were created by people, and people are, like, hypocritical and, like, bizarre. And
it's flawed. Like, the system is flawed.
Yeah,
it can be flawed in some way. But
this is not a political show. This is a show about musicals.
No, I want to talk about that later.
Yeah. We'll hit it.
Other dream roles would be Racetrack from Newsies, because King of New York is just, like, one of my favorite songs ever.
It's awesome.
It's so much fun. And Racetrack is, like, not one of the main Newsies, but, like, he's there.
He's present.
He's very there. And I just think, King of New York is so much fun. Like, there's no way to say, I don't want to do King of New York because no.
Any others besides Javert and Racetrack?
Racetrack.
Any others?
None come to mind right now. Maybe Fiyero from Wicked.
Oh, Fiyero? Like, he has great songs.
He does, and every time you hear him, he has such a great voice. So I guess, like, if I was Fiyero, I would have a great voice. But I'm not going to be Fiyero anytime soon, so...
Are you a tenor? Or are you a baritone?
I'm a baritone at this point.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
And they don't get. There's no parts written for bari tenors.
Like there are a lot of supporting parts. But
Yeah, I mean
there's-
Javert is baritone. Actually, the Beast from Beauty and the Beast is baritone.
Like a lot of supporting characters in opera, like La Boheme. What's his name? It starts with an M. I can't remember its name right now. I might put it in like later. But the supporting character in La Boheme is a baritone.
Right.
The artist.
Well, same is true about basses though, because like look at Les Mis. The only like real bass character is the priest.
Yeah.
But because everyone else is tenors. Tenors make all the
tenors.
money.
Tenors make the world go round. So like, yeah, it like unfortunately,
If
so
only I could hit
tear
a
for the
B-flat,
baritones.
Like,
But I'm actually really proud because you know the song "Moving Too Fast" from Last 5 Years.
yes,
I can actually sing it.
like, well, or...
Yeah, like whoa, I can hit the whoa, whoa.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, like I don't want to do it right now because like it's really loud. But I'm like, it's the song's a marathon, and like very few
Of course,
people can.
Jeremy Jordan's
a saint.
Jeremy Jordan.
Like I wish I was like I want to loathe you, but I can't.
He's so good.
He's so
Jeremy
charming.
Jordan, if you're listening,
Please, first of all, please subscribe. Welcome to the channel. And
biggest fan right here,
yeah,
and then other biggest fan.
like second.
You
biggest.
probably have a lot of biggest fans.
Yeah. We need to
he's
duke it
ins-
out someday.
No.
To the death.
Wait, with Jeremy Jordan or between us?
Between like all the biggest fans.
I'm out. Like,
Like
I
I'll
like
let you
you,
guys
Jer-
fight,
I like you,
and then I'll
Jeremy
win the
Jordan.
battle of wit by just saying, "Hey, how's it going?" I organized this whole thing, so soon we'll be the only biggest fans.
hashtag.
Where's my sucker?
I need I need something witty to insert witty. Hold on, insert
When you think of it, just texted me and like, put it in.
witty comment. There you go.
Yeah. So final question, for like the general stuff. If you could make a movie, TV show, book, besides Batman, because we've already covered it.
Oh, I was gonna say Batman.
Yeah, and so besides Batman, if you could any movie, TV show, book, a musical that hasn't already been a musical, what would it be?
Okay, I was talking to a friend of mine about this recently. His first comment was Terminator.
Oh my gosh,
And I just
that'd be
thought,
so cool!
That'd be awesome. Like killing on stage is complicated. Like when there's the two parties are both who are shooting at each other, guns are complicated. On
Yeah,
stage.
in general.
That's hard to do. So Terminator, I don't think it'd be very successful, but it would be so funny. Like just see like this Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, I'll be back.
Actually, that part probably would be a bass. And then
cool.
Kyle Reese would be like, "You have to run with me, if you want to live." Like it's a rock opera.
Come with me if you want to live, and then like,
And then teaches the second act.
gosh, Judgment Day.
So what has been your experience with Les Mis as like a whole
No,
IP?
cut. Go back. I wasn't done with that question.
Oh, you weren't? Okay.
No.
We're going back to the future. And
That would make a good musical.
oh yeah, I actually hear they're making one.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, then leave this in. Like, don't cut this.
Holy cow! Like we're gonna
Tangents are good. No, the first thing that comes to mind for me, not Terminator, but Hot Rod. Make
grilled
it a musical,
cheese
please.
burrito. Grilled cheese burrito.
It would be such a good musical. Like, I don't like. It's already got like hilarious music. We're not gonna sit in silence. We're not gonna live in fear. It's just
Cool
the 90s.
beans. Cool beans.
It's so funny, and like ensemble just comes in the back. Cool. It's like jazz hands the whole way.
And then they like add like a melody on top of it. We gotta work together with the power of friendship.
Gosh, it'd be like Hot Rod is already like the movie that makes fun of everything that was the 80s and 90s basically.
Yeah.
Which no one really knows when it takes place. Like it was made in 2007, but it's very vague as to when it
Like
actually
it's
takes place.
yeah.
Because the Rod character is definitely an 80s child.
Yeah.
That would be such a good musical though.
And
If you haven't seen Hot Rod,
I think it might be on Netflix.
It is on Netflix. Go see it because Okay, actually, you have to be in the same mood that you would watch like Monty Python in.
Well, like Monty Python's a little different. That's like very like surrealist, and I feel like this is like I think it's like actually it might be Monty Python meets Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it's just kind of stupid.
It's
stupid.
It's
humor.
really dumb.
It's really dumb, yeah, but it's
dumb.
funny.
Like I was like, I feel so bad, but I love this so much.
Oh, what about Monty Python the musical?
Well, it is Spamalot.
Oh, I had not heard of that.
Monty Python actually is a musical. Wow. I just blew your mind.
You did, like. I'm trying to think of what that would be.
Like, have you ever heard the song "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life"?
Yes.
Yeah, that's in it.
Is it from it or in it?
It's in Life of Brian, but then they put it into Spamalot.
Okay.
They have this whole song called like it wouldn't like you can't be successful on Broadway without any Jews. They made a song.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, it's like Book of Mormon is kind of.
I am a Mormon.
Well, okay, that makes fun of
like faith in general. It makes fun of it and celebrates.
Yeah. But it's like those shows that just kind of make fun of very small groups that like everyone loves them, but
except for the people who are in those groups.
Yeah, but the people who are in those groups don't usually watch it. I mean, they might.
Like
I don't want to say anything. Like,
yeah, like it's one of those shows, but whatever. Like what you like, or what? It doesn't matter. Look at how many pencils I have.
Sweet.
Break it all you want. All right, so let's go to Les Mis. You know,
back to Les Mis. All right.
You know, we are 25 minutes in.
Are we?
Yeah, we are. Like, see right there.
Is it?
Anyway, I might cut some out. I might take out our Terminator conversation and just make that the trailer. Like, here's the cutscenes.